Is it just me or are we lagging a little bit? I feel like we might be lagging a little bit. Could be my fault. In which case, I'm sorry. I had no plans to cook, but I took today off of work so that I could handle some of Mom's stuff. And my landlord, unfortunately, just called and told me that he will be shutting off the gas tomorrow for the whole day, which is probably going to interfere with my work quite a bit. But there's nothing really I can do about it because something apparently is massively wrong with the gas in the building. I was trying to work on Mom's taxes today, which is kind of anxiety inducing all on its own. And then I got that call. And I was like, oh fuck. So I started feeling a little bit not great. Ate a lot of cookies, and then I was like, you know what? Let's just clear out the fridge. Try to cook something. Have it on hand so that you don't go starving and eating chips and cookies all weekend. And we're gonna cook off some veggies, and hopefully I'll just have it in the fridge and I can heat it up in the microwave. But you know, that's that. I had some leftover chicken breasts. Needed it for a recipe that I was developing this week. We're just gonna cook it off. And then I'm probably just gonna throw the rest of whatever I found in the fridge just now into the pot, and we're just gonna cook it until it's all mush. A public school teacher reached out to me. He teaches the 3rd grade, I think in Boston. And he said, any chance you'll have time to spend 15-20 minutes talking to my class? We're doing a unit about food. And I was like, what about food? And it seemed like they have a very kind of integrated classroom study in which you have reading class and kind of social studies and culture studies all together, which I admire extremely. Look at that gorgeous broth. So today at 10 a.m., I spent 15 to 20 minutes with his class, or rather, we went over and we spent like half an hour, 35 minutes in the end. Did a little Q&A session. I cooked the thing that I always cook on these very quick Zooms where they want a cooking demo, but they don't really have time for a true cooking demo, and I cooked tomato and egg stir fry, and I made some rice, and talked about why I loved it so much. Because Mom used to make it for me all the time. And I soaked some wood ear for them, because I'm sure a lot of kids in the North American public school system, if they don't come from a Chinese or Asian background, they probably have never seen wood ears before, so I soaked them. And these are wood ears from Mom's kitchen, and I don't really have a plan of what to do with them. I just soaked them for the demo, and now we have to figure out what to do with them. So I'm gonna cook these. One of the loneliest things I've ever done is stand in the kitchen alone and eat tomato and egg stir fry, thinking about Mom. So I was like, let's put on a live. Let's feel less alone. So that's what I'm doing here. I really wanted to edit some videos today. And then I was like, oh, I should clean. But then I was like, oh, handyman's gonna come in tomorrow and be in and out with his work boots, shutting and turning off the gas. Maybe not today. Yes, this is cooked chicken breast. Since I probably won't have gas for at least tomorrow. My landlord was very scary. He wasn't scary, but he scared me with his message. He was like, I'm going to try to fix it tomorrow, and if we don't end up fixing it tomorrow, we might be without gas for 7 months. And I was like, well, I ain't going to have a job if I don't have gas for 7 months. But we're not going to think that far ahead. We're just going to do what we can for right now. Maybe I'll just have to tell work, like, I think I can only do Instant Pot for the foreseeable future. We'll see how they like that. I have some ginger, I have some scallions, I have some zucchini. this corn. So let's do that. The problem with it's never an issue, no matter what challenges I have in the kitchen, it's never an issue for Budget Eats, but like you have to realize that my job at Delish covers more than just Budget Eats, and that's going to cause a lot of issues if I don't have a working gas stove kitchen. I would love to see your chickens being fed grapes. Very confused. That sounds like everything I want to see right now. Ooh. I remember the first time I ever went live on YouTube, it was on the Delish channel, and I was supposed to make congee and youtiao, and then my water was out, and I had to run out and buy water in a jug. Great times. That was over a year ago, y'all. We have officially been posting content on this personal channel for a year now. How does it feel to be 1 year old? I also didn't charge my phone before this live because I was not planning on going live, so we are on a half charge. So if you want to remind me in like half an hour, plug in the phone. That would be beneficial. But happy Thursday, y'all. And welcome and thanks for being here. I hope I keep you company as you keep me company. And onwards we go. What a wild ride. The test kitchen is open. I don't shoot there because I can shoot all of my content from home for the most part. And I also worry about taking public transportation, given that I have to see grandma almost every day. So I've avoided going in as much as I can for the most part. We are also getting a test kitchen reno, but TBD on when that's going to be complete. belated birthday, Holly. Throwing a little dry ginger in there that was very shriveled. All the third graders were asking, do you have a YouTube channel? And I was like, I do, but you're probably better off just sticking with a bunch of eats because I'm not sure how third grade appropriate this channel is. I guess never too young to start them off. But, I didn't want to be responsible for scarring lives that soon. I think third grade is like 8 years old-ish. Some zucchini. I'm going to keep that corn water and drink it, so I'm going to cut the rest of my garlic. No, not garlic. I'm going to cut the rest of my ginger up, and we're just going to make like a corn ginger tea. It might be flavored like garlic now, though, because my board is very garlicky, but we'll survive. Do you guys like eating raw summer squash? That actually tastes way better than the zucchini. I'm going to just chop one up and soak it in some salt, and maybe I'll just eat it raw. Oh, hi, Fred. What you doing? You want to come up here? Oh my god, you're so silly. It's right here, between your feet. Are you calling him fat? Yes, you are bodacious, Freddie. What a bodacious boy. Oop. I remember the first days of discovering Mom's pantry at her house and cleaning it out and trying to get rid of the ingredients as fast as possible and just eating entire instant pots of Whittier. Those were the days. Gonna go in with a little bit of white pepper. Hi, Fred. I have a little bit of chicken stock left over. I think I'll just pour it in here. Okay, I'm gonna plug you guys in. Fred is just staring at us. Hi. Cat fur straight into my food. I love it. Yes. Shed it right into my chicken. You can bring up Joe's Pizza. I don't remember that. You do, though. I have no problem with you bringing up Joe's Pizza. That's hilarious. What do you think, Fred? Are you having a good day? Are you ready for lunch, even though I've already given you 4 rounds of treats? What is this pose? So furry, Freddy. Just fur everywhere. Delicious. Delicious fur. Look, it's all your fur. Do you want to eat it? Because I don't want to eat it, but it's all up in my food everywhere. Mm-hmm. Doesn't taste very good. Doesn't taste terrible either. Just very distracting in texture, you know? Yeah. Oh, you didn't like that. Okay, sorry. My bad. Are you showing off your badonkadonk? Cat hair on your contact lenses sound painful. Very painful. Let's see. Can I keep you plugged in, but still have you see everything? Tripod is blocking. Angle is definitely not flattering. You know what? That'll work. Not too picky. I'm not sure how he would do with another cat. TBH. Fridge clean out food. Zucchini, Whittier. Tastes pretty good. I want something spicy, but not spicy, if that makes sense. Maybe a little smoked paprika? Or maybe sweet paprika. Let's try some of this. That's pretty good. With the ginger, it's nice. I'm gonna try a little bit of, I was gonna say cumin. We're gonna try a little bit of black cardamom. I did cut my hair again. This is what happens when you cut hair at home. You just keep cutting it. Hi and bye, Yuka. Ooh, I like that. I like that. I think I would like a little extra bit of sweetness in here. So I'm gonna go in with some frozen peas. Do you like peas, Freddie? No interest. I'm trying to keep it not spicy because spicy stuff makes my skin flare. So that is why. You know, if you tell me not to cut something or do something, I'm gonna end up doing it. So the best way to encourage me to not do something is to not mention it. I also have some very wilted basil. We're just gonna throw that in. Checks out? Smells good? Okay. Bye, Fred. Welcome back. What's wrong with being Mufasa? I think it makes me feel more powerful. I've cut hair to the length where people call me sir, and at first it was kind of jarring, but then I was like, that's fine. You call me whatever you want, babe. Some people apologize after they feel like they've misgendered me. I'm like, it doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit. My preferred pronouns would be Hasselback potato, I think. So that's what I feel like sometimes, just sliced up in very various ways. stuffed with random things, roasted to a crisp, and somehow delicious still. This earring is apparently a ghost bead earring. I don't know. It might be a tourist thing or it might be an actual Native American practice, but I think Mom went traveling somewhere and she bought it for me. I think. I can't be sure. I'm pretty sure, but I can't be completely sure. But I think Mom bought that for me. It is apparently glass beads with juniper berries. I'm assuming the juniper is like the wood looking things, but again, I'm not sure. I aspire to be a jar of peanut butter, but I think I'm still stuck at the Hasselback potato stage, unfortunately. I'm working my way there, okay? Patience. I want to put something acidic, but I also don't. Ooh. Gonna put in a little bit of mustard. And then we're just gonna eat some of these pickles. These are daikon pickles. They smell like farts. So I try to eat them when Aaron's not home, so as to not ruin his day with farty smells. Although I do that well enough on my own without the help of daikon pickles. Very yellow. Very crunchy. Yes, mustard. That did it. That did the trick. I don't know if anybody else likes to do this, but I love ripping the corn kernels out by hand. One, they get stuck in my teeth and I hate that. Two, you get all of the corn kernel off this way. It's a clean break. All the way from the root. And also what I like to do is rip out about 2 rows, and then I can use my thumb to get them off en masse. And we'll show you that in a minute after I get off this row. I've never had fried spinach, but that sounds good. Okay, this is one of the most satisfying things that I do in my life. Do you see how I broke off 2 rows? Just enough for my thumb to slip in here and push. I just push it off row by row. This is probably better when the corn is a little bit cooler. Right now, I'm kind of like exploding them all over the place. But the reason why I like doing this is because, not that I don't think, maybe hands are just as gross as mouths, but I feel like mouths feel grosser when you're cooking that bitten food already. I would never re-cook a cob that's been bitten by myself or someone else. It just feels nasty even though you are boiling it. So technically you should be killing all pathogens, microorganisms, whatever, but I'm going to use these cobs and I'm going to plop them back into our stock, and I'm going to keep boiling our ginger soup here. So that's what's going to happen. I don't know if you guys know, but it snowed in New York yesterday after having a couple of almost 60-degree days. It snowed in March, so needless to say, our world is just gonna keep getting stranger. Hello, Australia. I can't believe that we have over 200 people watching right now. Y'all don't have to be at work? I remember when we had a 70-degree Christmas a few years back. That was fun. Hi, Germany. I see. We got European viewers today. So here's the cob. It's gonna go back in. I'm gonna turn on that simmer. Just barely simmer. I saved 2 of my cobs because I need it for work tomorrow. Although work tomorrow is gonna have to be re-finessed due to my unforeseen stove outage. So that'll be fun. present in our 278 crowd who have not ever seen a single episode of Budget Eats and do not know me from Delish videos? I'm just very curious. Hi, Fred. Welcome back. I'm gonna try my best not to block the boy. Hiding, lurking in the shadows. Which mac and cheese recipe? Yeah, I think everybody knows me from Budget Eats. Okay. I mean, it depends on what your job is. If you're listening to me while you're performing brain surgery, it's probably not great. But hello, Finland. Eating chippies in bed with cat baking biscuits on your tum-tum. Lena, that sounds like heaven, truly. I don't know what heaven looks like, if there is one, but if there is a heaven, and if I get to be in it, I would love for that to be it. Just chips on bed, cat on tummy. Ooh, we got one. We got Yvonne, who's never seen Budget Eats or Delish videos. Okay, all right. Freddie, you're just gonna stand in the back? Well, if heaven looks like Iowa, I guess I better go check out Iowa to see if it's worth it, you know? I don't want to be working my ass off to go to Iowa for all of eternity if I don't like it. No, Linda, it's not 2 cashmere, it's just 1 with a t-shirt underneath. Hello, sunlight. I have no idea where you're from. Depressions is a really cute way to call it what it is. I mean, if you're satisfied with the content here, you're satisfied with the content here. I feel like most others prefer the content on Delish because it's much more cohesive, goal-oriented, somewhat, not completely because I'm still in them, and just not stalkerish enough. I feel like this channel is very stalkerish. It gives you that voyeuristic fulfillment. Freddie, what are you doing? What are you doing? You're just sitting on top of everything? All of my mess? This is the clutter aisle, y'all. This is where everything I don't have a place in the home goes. It wasn't this bad before Mom passed away, but ever since Mom passed away and I had to move things from her house that I wanted to keep to my studio apartment, this has become the holding center. It's an eyesore, but thankfully you don't see it from the kitchen. And Fred is just chilling. All right. I guess we'll let him chill. Am I more real on my lives? This is something I think about. I guess I'm more real in that I'm unedited. I don't think I fake a lot of things on the list either, especially my home produced content, because I'm the one who's shooting the home content and there's no one directing me what to do, where to go. So that gives me a lot more freedom in terms of what side of myself I want to present. But, you know, you get more raw. Everything's a blooper reel here. I feel like most of you are the people who like to stay behind after a movie ends in the theater and you're just sitting there for 15 minutes watching all the credits go by. Hi, Fred. Linda, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry you pissed your pants. It happens to everyone. This is one reason why I can't ever use the jump rope. It always makes me pee. I think it happened to me after I worked in restaurants and basically couldn't take pee breaks as often as I wanted to because of how, you know, breakneck the speed in restaurants are. And I think that did some long-term damage to my bladder to the point where now I can't really have an accurate gauge of like how badly I need to pee. I'm very good at holding my pee. It's like a hidden superpower. But then I think my bladder is also just 40% broken at this point. Hi, Kansas. Hope you're enjoying the pee talk. I think it might have made a certain muscle stronger, but you're also like abusing your body every time you don't go to the bathroom when you need to go to the bathroom. And so there's an internal gauge of just my brain signaling to me, hey, you need to go empty your bladder. And I feel like I fucked up that connection. And so now my body just like freaks out and wakes me up in the middle of the night. I can barely sleep through a single day every week where I don't wake up to pee. So that sucks. You have the bladder of an elephant, good lord. Welcome back, Fred. I don't know what's normal anymore. Maybe it is normal to wake up to pee. It just sucks for me because sometimes it takes me a very long time to fall back asleep. Speaking of which, I had a very, very strange and very coherent dream today. I don't remember all of it, but I remember a lot of the action sequence. You ever have one of those dreams where you're just like, that could be a movie and it might make millions? I think I had one of those dreams. So our corn's just boiling away, which is good. I'm going to slap the lid on it. I'm going to plug you back in because I have no idea how much battery is left in my phone. We're going to watch Freddie be very, very, moody. Why are you remind me of a little teenager today. I was thinking I might make a TikTok out of that dream. I don't know how much of this pickle chewing you can hear, but it is very satisfying. I do think it was a stress dream of sorts. It was not very pleasant. Not to say that that's bad. I enjoy all dreams, especially exciting ones. Lisa, that is very weird. Did I look sad or happy in it? Do I have a favorite restaurant in Williamsburg? Let's pull up my Google Maps and see. So the first star that came to mind in Williamsburg is not a restaurant, it's a bakery. It's only open bakery hours, which means, according to Google Maps right now, it is open from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. 4 days a week, Thursday through Sunday. It's called Nick and Sons. I have a star for the laminated doughs. They have my favorite croissant in the city right now. It's not very crispy on the outside. It's very soft and almost like pleasantly tender chewy on the inside. So I would say that's my favorite croissant. Favorite restaurant? It's been 2 years since I've gone, but I went to Winson, WIN space SON. They serve like Taiwanese specialties, Taiwanese American hybrid specialties. I only had their pastries. I didn't really have their dishes, but I loved all of the pastries. So, that's another. What else? What else? Obviously, if you like donuts, Peter Pan is a great donut shop. Pretty cheap. All of them are under $2, unlike certain donut shops in New York City. What else? What else? There's a panini shop called Anthony and Son Panini Shop, spelled SHOPPE, the old school way. I've only had one of their sandwiches, but it was pretty decent. I'm not a huge sandwich person. I will still say that my favorite sandwiches are from Court Street Grocers. I am very biased. That was my first food job in New York City. So if you're further down, I do think they have a Williamsburg shop. I'm not sure if they closed it during the pandemic, but they have several locations throughout the city. Fantastic owners. I love their Reuben sandwich from Court Street Grocers. Best Reuben I've ever had. What else is on my map? My favorite pizza includes Linda Street Pizzeria. That is in Williamsburg. It is spelled L''INDUSTRIE. It is located at 254 South 2nd Street, and they are open from noon to 10 p.m. every day of the week. And if you do go, I highly recommend that you go with friends and you order a whole pie fresh. It is fine if you just order a slice. It's just not as good. What else do I have? What else do I have? I don't really go to Williamsburg that often. So, one of my favorite vegan places in the city closed during the pandemic. Very sad. It was called Rip's Malt Shop. It broke my heart because I had a really damn good meal there, and everyone who worked there was so friendly and caring and just like tip-top hospitality out of a fast casual place, which is my favorite kind of place to eat at. And I think that's it for Williamsburg. If we go further on down in Brooklyn, I have more, but the best Mexican food in LA, Astrid, did you watch our LA vlog? I'm pretty sure we make it very clear what the best food period we had in LA was, and it just turns out to be Mexican. Yep, that's it. Let me know if you have any other questions about food places in New York City. I've never been to Lucali's. Is it worth it? I would love to go back to Texas one day. There's a lot to eat. Have a good time at work. I'm gonna get a little bit of everything in this bite. It's gonna be quite a big bite. We got basil, we got zucchini, we got wood ear, we got corn, we got green peas. A little extra salt. A wee bit extra spice. I think this is as good as I could have hoped for today. Fantastic work, everybody. Alright, should I clean next or should I edit videos next? look. Have you ever seen white strawberries? They taste very mild, or at least this batch does. I only got this box because these are on their way out, so they're not they're not prim prime condition. They were $1 for the container. They're just they're like angelic strawberries with not a lot of personality, just very friendly. They're so white, my phone is blowing out the color. They taste a little bit herbal, like herbaceous. Not in a medicinal way, but in like a grassy way, you know? They're nice. Sweet. They do remind me of like if you took a nectarine and you crossed it with a strawberry and then you turned it into a blonde. I don't taste much lemoniness. Do they taste like privilege? Sure. When you can afford something special and rare, that's what privilege tastes like, doesn't it? Well, actually, that's not true. There's a lot of privilege that isn't special and rare anymore. It's just not extended to everybody. We have accumulated quite a bit of water drainage. I don't eat takeout, like, ever. I eat it maybe once a year. If I'm not dining in, I'm probably not eating takeout. I think I personally prefer the stronger flavors of red strawberry, yes. I think the white strawberry is just mostly novelty. Lately I've been thinking about whether or not it's wrong for me to just have prejudice against expensive food not expensive like farmer's market expensive, but expensive in terms of like very exclusive, highly anticipated and highly sought after food items. Especially since COVID began, we have a lot of chefs, bakers, cooks who have started their own business, and a lot of them have gotten quite famous due to social media or whatever, and they have waiting lists for their very small, limited exclusive batches of goodies, and I never know how to, like, I'm happy for them, but there's something about exclusivity that just makes me feel, I don't know if I'm jealous, and it's giving me that negative feeling, or I just don't feel like it's worth it. I'm still trying to suss out exactly what's causing me to feel this way. Frozen avocado, I've never tried. I don't think it would taste very good, but I'm not sure. Definitely not an expert on that. All right, I'm gonna turn our corn juice off. My favorite restaurant is still Fayul. It's in Jackson Heights. I've sit in on many occasions. I think it's a pretty good price for New York City. I'm not also really talking about pricey things like saffron and vanilla and caviar. I'm talking more about food that's being crafted into ready to eat items like cookie and cakes and donuts and pizza. There's a few chefs who take orders off of Instagram DMs. They've gotten a lot of coverage, a lot of like hype, and I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm just saying, I don't know, there's some part of me that's always just like not excited for it. I guess maybe it is just some sort of envy or jealousy the more I think about it, because the exclusive nature of it is very double-edged. in that it makes you want to be in the in crowd constantly. I'm also not faulting, if this isn't clear, the people who quote unquote made it and got successful, because they were just doing their own thing and then drew a crowd and people were gravitating towards it and they enjoy the product. But I don't know. Much ado about nothing, huh? I don't even think most of them are that rich to begin with. They are just making food. I don't think there's a lot of money to be made off of making food unless you're a corporation. Just eating out of a pot. You want to smell? Not a mustard fan, huh? Alright, Freddie. Let's have you have a little chicken. Tastiest meal I can make one-handed, probably some sort of lentil mush. You can spice it however you want. It's kind of like a protein-packed blank slate. Lentil is always there for me. Oh, that got him fast. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my God, huge bites. You always gotta just drag it on the floor and leave me a mess, hmm? Oh my gosh. Ah, that's my hand. Okay, was that good? That was farmer's market chicken. That was farmer's market chicken. Did you like it? Okay. Okay, it's been on the floor 4 times. I think we can let that one go, but alright folks, thanks for keeping us company. I hope you enjoyed dropping in. What if I have some chicken, Freddie?
You know, I hope somebody eats me after I die and nobody discovers me. Otherwise, it's going to be a waste. You want to hop on? They can't see you, Freddie. There you go. Can I have some? Check out his little paw. Yeah, okay. You good, Fred? Was that enough chicken? Say goodbye to the peoples. Take your vitamins, folks.